Hey YouTube, this is Bird Porter here. If you've seen many of my other videos, my passion is reptiles. This is my female breeding enclosure. My two leopard gecko females are in there. Then if you look over here, here's my male. He's in that little rock. And then I got my incubator incubator. In this video, I'm going to go over how to set up the incubator, some temperatures and facts you need to know about breeding leopard geckos, and some breeding sizes and just some setups that might help you in the long run. Alright, so we're going to start out. I'm going to show you my two females. I'm hoping to have a third one very soon. This is my Curious First. She's not very big. I'm not sure she's going to be able to breed this breeding season. She's about 35.8 grams. She's 4 years old. She doesn't seem to be growing very much. I don't know why. If you look, these are my fingers, just spread out. I'm touching her nose right now, and I'm touching her tail. She's about that big. But, she's got beautiful colors and a beautiful temper, see? Then let me show you my other female. Probably in here. Yeah, she is huge, over 50 grams, about 56 grams. Raptor, het tremper, some tangerine there. You can see that beautiful orange. She's very awesome, very nice. She might bite at me today because I'm planning on feeding her tomorrow morning. But they're very simple to care for if you're not into breeding them. No sweat. You don't need to set it up any different than I have it set up right now. I'll tell you all that you need to know in a second. Just put this down. Watch. Don't hit your tail. Alright. So, all you need for a breeding cage is sand as your substrate. Usually the lighter colors are better because they don't stick in their pores. But any sand that gets wet will stick to their pores when they go over it. So try and keep this away from the water dish, like not soaked. Then you want a hide, depending on the size of your girls, or however many you have in here. Depending on the size of them, you want a hide that'll fit them. If you have a lot of them, then you need hides to accommodate all of them. I have a plant in here. It's just dry, fake plant that I put the breeding box under. It lets them feel secure. I'll show you the breeding box. Oops. This is my breeding box. It's just a nest box filled with vermiculite you can get at your gardening stores. But anyway, back to the cage. I have a little dish for worms. It's got like a little ridge in here that keeps them from climbing out a lot of the time. Then you got a calcium dish so they can reabsorb some calcium during breeding season. They need this. If you're breeding, you need a calcium dish in here. They'll lick it. They need that calcium on everything they eat. Now over to the male's cage. He's very simple, but during breeding season you want to have them separated so there's no stress on the females. Not during breeding season, before breeding season. Right now it's February. I'm running into breeding season. I'm a little bit late because my one girl's underweight. He's a little bit underweight. I'm probably going to start in a couple weeks when I get my female crested gecko. Now back to him. He's got the same cage set up, except my worm dish, I just put calcium in there. He doesn't need it as much, but it's still a great thing to give them. He will take some if he needs it, so it's not needed, but once a month I advise changing it. Keep a water dish. Let me get him out here 1 second. He's a beautiful, beautiful Tremper albino male. You can see his bright orange and his cream colors. He's got a medium-sized tail. He's very big in actual size. He's pretty big. Put your hide back. He has a heat mat over here that once, if you're dead on that heat mat, it can reach over 100 degrees if you lay in the actual sand. So I keep his hide halfway on it, halfway off of it. And they're very simple to care for. Now, for setting up an incubator. I know that most people do these in separate videos, so I'll probably go a little bit into depth and make a new video part 2 about the incubators. So, I'm hoping for a lot of females this year, so I'm keeping my incubator at around 80 degrees. Anywhere from really 78 to like 85, 82. That's good for mostly females leopard geckos. And then up to 90 would be mostly males. 90 being as high as you can go. Don't go over 90. That's in there. There's just a little wafer thermostat right in here. I'll show you how to set it up if you can't set it up already. And I'll go more into depth with breeding in my next video. Thanks, YouTube, and peace.